Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Scholar of the First Sin. Last time I had done the poison area, I can't quite remember the name at the moment, and had just made it to Earthen Peak, so I'm going to be doing that right now. And as you've doubtless noticed, I'm using a new weapon. I exchanged whatever weapon I was using last video, I actually forgotten, for the washing pole since I found that in the poison area, which, as I mentioned, is an interesting item location change. I'm also wearing the bracing knuckle ring because this thing has 20 durability, so if I don't use that, it would be snapping instantly. At least with this, I should be able to survive until I get to the next bonfire. And right away, I notice a very interesting change there. There was not that mannequin behind that chest before. I'm tempted to take him out now, like this message is urging me to do, but I'm actually going to see exactly what his behavior is when I get over to that chest, so I'll leave him alive. Oh, hello, where did you come from? I didn't even notice you. That's very interesting. Perhaps he was hanging from the side or something? You know what, I am actually... see if I can't rest at the bonfire. I'm actually going to try and see if I can't see where he originally is located. Because he came up from behind me. I'm gonna keep the camera towards... oh, okay. He was right there, but he fell off. I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's embarrassing. Let's take out this guy. It's a bit slow on the uptake, this mannequin here. It's fucking rather strange. Oh yeah, look at that damage. I just played a bit of Bloodborne, so I'm gonna be a bit rusty with the controls. Gonna try and play it like it's Bloodborne, which ends up controlling quite differently. So, not much of a change to this area. This one here, they just removed a mannequin, I think. Let's see. Looks like they still got the two on that walkway there, so I'm gonna make use of this bow and take them out. Keep screwing up the controls on the shooting there. Ah, I ended up getting poisoned. That's unfortunate. Let's take out the second guy. Should be able to time it right. Yep. Okay. Almost got poisoned again there. I'm not good at avoiding them while shooting. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I couldn't see any mannequins. I feel like they might have tried to ambush me with this guy coming forward and then adding a new enemy behind there that would try and attack me, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But... well, that's my fault. I tried to parry him and then I did not manage to dodge away from his attacks properly there. Let's try that again, and this time with less dying. Oh, almost forgot. Use human effigy. Don't want to be an ugly zombie. There we go. Oh, I had the menu open. It's been ages since I've made a mistake like that. Ah, did less damage that time because I didn't get a counter hit. The key part of using katanas is getting counter hits so you do the most damage as possible, taking advantage of their very high counter bonuses. Are you ready or pointless? Like that message. Alright, let's try this again, see if I can't do it without getting poisoned. Alright, there we go. That's one taken down. Oh, my timing is completely awful here. I feel like that one shouldn't have hit me. Now he's cowering behind there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get him from over here. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if I can take on this guy without dying horribly. Get my souls and retreat a bit. See if I can't go for a parry again. There we go. Now that I know their first attack is extremely fast, I didn't remember that before. I can actually make a decent attempt to parry them. Previously, okay, that's right. The mannequins dropped down from the ladder. That's why they weren't here immediately. I knew there was some enemy here, but I couldn't quite remember. Oh, god damn it. I'm not avoiding their attacks particularly well. Yeah, there we go. So, since this is clearly an NPC, I will summon her. I want to see what she's like. I want to see what all the new NPC summons are like, since they have pretty interesting AI. Welcome. I really love the NPC phantoms in this game. They're probably the best in the series, actually. I'm pretty sure there used to be a mannequin right around here. So they removed him and they placed one right here. Yep. Oh, I'm very glad I kept him alive. That was amazing. Oh, I should make a gif of that as well, actually. Hopefully I actually remember to make these gifs that I say I'm going to make. But yeah. That mannequin had mad ups. Ridiculous. I was gonna say I don't remember what that switch does, but now I do. It's for raising that pot, which I guess if I had to come through here would be helpful if I don't have to try and avoid breaking it and getting poisoned, but the bonfire is right up here, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue. Oh, too early there. That was a bit odd. It's kinda like I got a parry at first, but I didn't play the sound. I guess maybe her hitting him stunned him. And I got a lucky drop. I won't actually be using it since I'm not going to be upping my intelligence or faith, but Silver Black Spear is a fairly rare drop. I've had a farm for it on Hexa characters in the previous version. Okay, now I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to send you away, Scarlet. Actually, wait, no I don't. I'm dumb. For some reason I thought I had to do that in order to light the torch, but that is not required at all. It said, are you gonna move away so I can get past? Thank you. And yep, try torch. Nice. Scarlet, hello? Oh! I didn't even see the mannequin there, what the hell? Okay, I said the AI was very good, but perhaps I was a bit too quick in that assessment. Considering how long it took for her to actually attack that mannequin there. Getting lots of drops. Very lucky. Ah, this is unfortunate. This gate is shut. It's probably because I didn't run immediately through here. If you don't get up here and run immediately past, then a mannequin goes to the other side and shuts the gate. But I had forgotten about that, so I'll need to come through from the other side. And that's a mannequin mask, as always, which I think I'm actually going to put that on. I know a lot of people complained about this not being the cool anime porcelain mannequin mask that was shown in the pre-release trailers, but this one is way more fitting. Like this goofy-ass expression, and it just looks very silly. It's a lot more fitting for this game than the superficially cool one that they showed up in the pre-release trailers. But yeah, I think in order to get around to the other side of that gate, I need to go this way. Yeah. I think that desert sorceress was there previously. In fact, I think previously they might have... What is she... Oh, where did these guys come from? Huh. Good thing I summoned her, otherwise I'd be being ganked right now. That's a good addition. I do wonder where they came from, though. Because they definitely weren't, like, here laying on the ground, so they must have been, like, maybe hanging off the edges here, or... Interesting, very interesting. But yeah, I think previously there used to be 2 desert sorceresses on the other side of here. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You just gotta jump across here to ensure that you make it to the other side, and... I guess this is where they moved the other desert sorceress then. I think that stairway there should eventually lead me down to the other side of the gate. Oh god, I'm so bad at avoiding those crossbow traps. And a lockstone. I don't terribly need those, but it's always good to have more in case I do end up running out of them. Let's see if I can't parry this dude. Oh, too early. Yeah, I'll just spam him to death. Safer. Ooh, I'm getting all sorts of armor today. I'm very lucky. Okay, they really have included quite a number of mannequins trying to ambush you. I like that. Makes this area a lot more interesting than it was previously. And yeah, making that jump, I remember this jump being very difficult. So I'm kind of tempted to not try it because I'm probably going to end up dying if I do. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that item there and hope it's not anything interesting. I don't remember it being anything interesting, so as long as they haven't changed it, I should be pretty good. And Pate should be down here, yes.
We went through a lot.
And then, yep, I get his armor, and also, did I get the Ring of Thorns there? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure previously you didn't get that until you completed the quest, but maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, gotta open that from the other side, and I'll exhaust his dialogue just to make sure that he moves onward, so I can complete his and Creighton's quest properly. Oh, hello there, I see you. Don't think I don't. Is he gonna try and come after me? Seems like he's okay doing his thing over there, so I'll let him alone for now. Oh, oh my god, acrobatic mannequins. Let's retreat a bit. Take him out in this small hallway there, although I could be backing into more enemies. Yeah, this was not a terribly good idea on my part. Let's see if I can't use the environment to my advantage a bit and get them to fall off a bit. Switch to one-handed for that thrust, and they don't seem to be following me, so yeah, I walked out. Come on, follow me. Okay, yeah, it seems they literally can't walk beyond there. There's an invisible wall for them. So then let's two-hand, wait for them to go in, and R2. Yeah, there we go. Alright, before I go finish them off, let's talk to... I forget your name.
Shush. You idiot. Stay quiet. I'm on the run. Don't give me away. You're a fugitive. Yeah? You want... Have you no?
And I love that they have a cutscene for adding this ladder here. I guess that they do it so it doesn't look weird, because like they just gotta pop the ladder into existence there. And so if they didn't have the cutscene, it would just pop in and it would look strange. And here they actually have it like properly done. Okay, let's talk to him, make sure he moves onto Majula, although I think he does this even if you don't exhaust his dialogue, but better to be safe than sorry.
And this one?
Learn his gesture, which is a pretty good one. And looks like he has the same old stuff for sale. The ladder miniature is actually cheaper if you purchase it here, but I'm not going to need it for a while, so I'll hold off on that. And I think down here should be a twinkling titanite. Let's see if it's true. Indeed, and a lockstone. I had forgotten about that. And yeah, I like how you can actually see, you can't actually, I think if you drop in the right place, you can't actually drop down into the previous area. Although there was, of course, no way to get back up, so that's not really worth doing, unless perhaps you get invaded and you just want to avoid the invader. You can drop down chameleon and they will never ever find you. Let's see what this item over here. I didn't even notice it. You blended in quite well. Not sure what the point of adding him is. I guess maybe to make you fall off if you run too fast. Okay, looks like the mannequins that were alive retreated to that room, so first let me open this gate, so yeah, that little animation stumble if there's an object in the way. Yeah, I'll just open this gate, so if I end up dying horribly, I can just go through here rather than going around the wrong way. Here they come. Oh dear, it is finally at risk. I believe I have some repair powder. Ooh, I have actually quite a bit of it. That's good. This should last me until I kill the boss, I think. Yeah, I've gone through like half or more of the area without resting, without restoring the durability, so it should last me for what little is left. That's right, I almost forgot about this. Two kind of hidden things here. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice her. I was wondering where Scarlet was getting up to. I wonder if she'll manage to actually get out of this part without dying horribly. Or if she'll just end up getting crushed. Looks like it's gonna be the second option. Yeah. Oh! Oh! You surprised me! That's good. Okay, now to pull it up again, this time, so that I can actually get the item at the top. Which, in the previous version, I believe was a mirror shield. The shield that Lucatiel uses. So let's see if they added or changed that in any way. Okay, same as always. Not a bad item. It's a medium shield, so I probably won't use it. I'm not a big fan of them, but it does look pretty cool. And it's quite necessary if you're doing Lucatiel cosplay. Ah, okay. Now I remember how to get to the other side of that door. I was thinking about that for a second there. You gotta drop down here. This was something I had missed for the first couple of playthroughs before I ended up figuring this out. It's kind of tricky. You gotta use, like, your spatial awareness in order to figure out where the other side of the door would be, and then you can figure out where you can drop down from. So let's open this up and then talk to him again, because I think that might be necessary for him to move on.
Well, perhaps.
Yep, he has a bit of dialogue.
The poor
Yep, tells me a bit more about Creighton, and that should be it. And then there is another drop right here. That's also very easy to miss. And I believe this gives you a lightning spear spell. Or miracle, rather. Indeed, they haven't changed that, which is unfortunate, because considering how well hidden this part is, the fact that it's just a lightning spear is a bit disappointing. I suppose it also allows you to jump over to that. I don't have too many souls at the moment, so it's not too much of a risk if I attempt this. I don't remember the item being particularly worth it, but perhaps they changed it, perhaps I'm misremembering, so I'll make one attempt on this. Need to get the right angle and jump from the very edge. There we go. Yep, okay, human effigy is okay, but but the poison broadsword is rather useless, because if you want a poison weapon, you want a weapon that hits numerous times in an instant, and that's not what the broadsword does. Let's see if I can make it to the other side. Okay, good, so I don't have to use a homeward bone. We'll see if Scarlet can actually manage to find her way back to me. She managed to do it that one time, which I was quite impressed by. Oh, is that in the... Yeah, if you go far away enough... Ooh. Yeah, quick. If you go far away enough from an enemy, they end up defaulting to their... I guess, what is their default pose? The T-pose there. It's pretty funny if you do it in the Huntsman's Corpse. If you kill all the skeletons side by side, go away and then come back, they'll all be in a pretty amusing looking T-pose on the ground. Which is pretty good. I'm tempted to send her away and rest at the bonfire so I can get more Estus, but as long as I don't screw it up, I should be able to take on the boss with what I have. I think I'll switch to life gems for healing at the moment. But actually, before I continue on, also a lot of these guys are stuck in walls. I wonder if that's like they try to load into the T-pose, but because of their proximity to a wall, they end up sort of implanted in it. Because yeah, look at it, you see the shield and the sword on the side, like it was trying to get into the T-pose. Yeah, before I continue, I want to head down here, because I believe there was an item down here. And I'm mistaken, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Doesn't take too long to get back to where I was from here, so... Not really a waste of time. Yeah, look at this, you get another guy here who... Get the sword and the dagger... The shield and the dagger, rather, at the side. And in a T-pose in the wall. Goofy shit. Suppose that, that's an issue with them not using Havoc physics. It's not quite a replacement for the silly ragdolls, but it provides its own amusement, so... Basically that being there makes me not too upset that this game doesn't have the, Havoc physics for the enemy corpses. Huh. One desert sorceress there, a mannequin ambushing you there. Oh god. Let's take her out quick. Oh no, I'm wrong. Okay, that's interesting. That is not... I thought that was a mannequin at first, because they look kind of similar, but it's actually a suspicious shadow. I guess it makes sense for them to be in multiple areas, since they are assassins hired to take down undead throughout the land. That is an interesting placement. Where did he drop down from exactly? Was he must have been clinging to the ceiling or the wall here, which is quite interesting. I kind of want to rest at the bonfire and see what that looks like, but eh. And they also changed this hallway here. Previously there were only a few poison statues and 2 desert sorceresses here. It's kind of unfortunate that they removed them, because now it's going to be... This was a very good spot for farming them. For their gear, so that might actually be a bit more difficult now, which is unfortunate. But oh well. I won't really be needing their gear on this character. At least anything besides the hood, which I already have, so it's not so big of a deal. Alright, might as well just kill them all and make all these pots while I'm poisoned, and then undo it before I die. Let's undo it now, actually. There we go. Alright, and if I remember correctly, this is a mimic. I wonder if she will actually warn me about that. It'd be interesting if they included that in her AI, but that doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm not gonna activate this one. This just creates a healing spring, which can be useful if you're running out, but I don't want to waste a lockstone on that. So let's... Didn't mean to do a jumping attack there. I wanted to do a regular R2. Pick out that mimic. You know that they're easy enough to kill before they can get up. And I get... Let's see if they adjusted the work hook at all. previously it was worthless as a weapon, although in one patch they did make it so that it gives you a dexterity increase, I believe. Yeah, damage is still just as awful as ever. Although I think the counter bonus might actually be higher, which is interesting. Yeah, even as bleed, because bleed's worthless, it's not very good. But it gives you, if I remember, 5 dexterity, and it reduces your adaptability by 3. So if you plan your stats around that, you can basically get 2 free stat points. And previously there was a black phantom up here. Let's see if that remains the case. Well, it's not in the usual spot. And yep, they removed the black phantom entirely, which is a bit disappointing. My guess is that they didn't so much as remove him completely, so much as moving him to New Game Plus. In fact, I'm guessing that's probably what they did with a lot of the enemies they removed. That's one of the things that's going to be in New Game Plus, placements that were in the original mixed up with new placements and perhaps even more new additions that are unique to New Game Plus. But yeah, that's just my guess. And I got 3 Estus. Let's slot in some life gems. Don't have too many, but they're there for an emergency. Pick out these guys. Not very difficult with my phantom here. Oh! I think I said in a previous episode that these enemies were completely new, that I didn't remember seeing them in the original version. It's not true. I just remembered right now that they are actually in the original version. They are in an optional part of the Shrine of Amana. Dwarf required ahead. So it seems that rather than just being there, and I think they were also in the congregation fight, rather than just being in those instances, they added a couple of them to areas here, which I quite like. They're not terribly dangerous, but they're easy to miss, and that could end up screwing you up if you're not careful. Yeah, let's just use a life gem and get ready to fight Mytha. Oh, they also removed a, whatever you call them, the Grave Guardians, or whatever their name is. There used to be one here as well, but they removed him. Okay, and like most bosses... Oop, gotta watch out for that. He attacks quite quickly. Seems that, like most bosses so far, and I'm guessing it'll end up being all bosses, they have not actually adjusted them at all, which is a bit unfortunate. Because I feel a number of bosses could have used adjusting, like maybe altering the arenas... Oh, I am doing awful here, goddamn. Either altering the arenas a bit, or adding in, enemies to help them to make the fight a bit more difficult. Come on, Scarlet, I don't want you to get her in the poison, I want to get her over here. See if I can't aggro Mytha to me by hitting her with a throwing knife. I don't seem to be having too much success with that. Come on, come over here. Might need to actually go up and attack her. Maybe I can just spam her to death with a Scarlet here. Ooh, I forgot she had that tail attack. Yeah, she can attack you no matter where you are, thanks to that. Okay, finally got her on the damn platform. Let's retreat a bit so I can cure that poison. Alright, she's still aggro to Scarlet so I can get off a heal there, and yeah, she's nearly dead at this point. Just gotta get off a few more hits and that'll be good. And nice, I even got a tail cut off. Unfortunately, you don't get any items for that since, for whatever reason, they decided not to give you items for cutting off the tails of bosses that have them. Which is really very unfortunate, but oh well. I was hoping the NPC Phantom would wave goodbye, but it was not to be. Let's see, perhaps they... Nope. I was wondering if perhaps they might have included an enemy here right after the boss to surprise you and murder you. But it seems that that is not the case. Now we take the magical elevator up into the fire castle in the sky. That gets so many people rankled for reasons I really don't understand. Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but if you think about it even for an instant, it doesn't make sense in Dark Souls either, because, like, at the end of the day, you're traveling in a very tiny shoebox world. Like, there's vast areas that you never go to, and the sheer short distances between, like, the various places, like between the Undead Burg and Blighttown and whatnot, are really just too tiny to be realistic. So I never really get why people hop on this game for that. Like, it's a bit more egregious, yeah, but not really all that much. But yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Best not to get into a huge diatribe on that, since that's well-trod ground. And I'll see you next time, perhaps even for a PvP episode if I can get a lot of signs here. So see you next time.